Blessings, Pastor Ana Humana here once again with you this evening. Bendiciones. Una vez más, la pastora Ana Humana con ustedes en esta hermosa tarde, casi noche de martes. Y pues quisiera compartir alguna información con ustedes. Como pueden ver, hace más de una semana compartí mi testimonio de cómo estaba sintiéndome emocionalmente, mentalmente, ¿verdad? Y pues les compartía de la tristeza profunda que sentí y que no es normal porque hace mucho tiempo que no me sentía así. Ok, eso compartí en el video último que hice antes de este. And before I continue, antes de continuar, I would like to share about this is another video that I'm doing of the symptoms of the perimenopause and things that are going through our bodies and mind. And as I shared my testimony more than a week ago about the deep sadness that I was experiencing and a mental attack as well. So, and it comes to, everyone. Uh, most women experience other types of pains like headaches, joint pain, mood swings. Those headaches are very, very, out of control, out of this world. So, como tú sabes, muchas mujeres no necesariamente pueden sentir tristeza profunda, sino también puede existir como aumento del dolor de huesos, las coyunturas, dolor de cabeza inaguantable, como una migraña tipo, estados de ánimos que cambian, frustración, irritación, ¿verdad? Pues, caída de pelo, muchas cosas diferentes, ¿verdad? Perdón. Cosas diferentes que nos pasan, que nos suceden porque estamos en la perimenopausia. Todavía no es la menopausia, porque la menopausia es cuando ya no está uno, ya no tiene su ciclo menstrual por un año entero. Entonces ya se considera una menopausia, ¿verdad? Pero mientras tanto estamos en el proceso de la perimenopausia, ¿verdad? Um, like as menopause is when you don't have your menstrual cycle for a whole year, 12 months, that's considered already a menopause that you reached that level. But in the meantime, we're going through the perimenopause, which is something that can be challenging to many women. And you're not alone. No estás sola. Okay, don't feel like you're the only one experiencing. What am I feeling like this? What am I going? What am I being so? What do I do? Why do I get so irritated that easily? That get in a bad mood, all these mood swings, and you're not alone, okay? Or mentally, you're drained, you're tired, you're depressed, you're sad, you're down like a roller coaster, up and down, happy, sad. You want to cry. I'm sorry. Many symptoms, excuse me, that we encounter, that we confront. Muchos síntomas que nos encontramos con esos o confrontamos, ¿verdad? And today I want to speak about what's going on in our bodies. We during the perimenopause, the levels of estrogen. Okay, remember the hormones that I mentioned on the last video. The levels of estrogen start to decrease. Okay, and estrogen is a primary female hormone produced mainly by the ovaries. Okay, but also by the adrenal glands, and fat cells, etc. So these play crucial role in the development and function of female reproduction system. So that's why during the perimenopause, the probability to become pregnant, even though you're able to conceive, it's not that of a high risk, okay? Or you know, um, it's possible, but it's not a great possibility to become pregnant during perimenopause. Okay, so this is a function to the reproductive system development as well as aspects of a woman's health like bone development, cardiovascular health, etc. So That's why we experience joint pain as well. Bones are hurting or aching. So, and also another hormone, progesterone, key is a key hormone that regulates the menstrual cycle. Okay, that's why, because we're lacking this, that's why our menstrual cycle is acting up. You know, you might have it for a little bit or longer, but you have it on the 22nd of the month, and then again at the end of the month or twice, or it's crazy, right? It gets crazy and out of control. So and this hormone, progesterone, supports pregnancy, influencing various aspects of reproduction, of health. Okay, so this progesterone regulates menstrual bleeding, helps prevent premature labor, plays a role in breast development, mood regulation. That's why we also have those mood swings in a regular basis, because we are lacking hormones, this type of hormones, and sleep quality decreases as well. So don't uh, don't get anguished. You're not the only one. So when we have lack of estrogen, the first one, hormone that I mentioned, during perimenopause, it affects our brain function. Okay, I don't know if you kind of mental fogs, that you brain fogs that happen to you. You suddenly are in, in a conversation, and all of a sudden you don't know what was I saying a minute later, right? So, and that happens to me. So I just pray and place myself in my Father's hands every single day, because in Jesus' name, I'm gonna, overcome today. And also, it affects the emotional changes. That's why, the mood swings that I was telling you, or the sadness, and that we experience as well. So estrogen maintains brain health as well. Okay, influencing areas like our memory, our mood, overall our cognitive function. Okay, so you know all these things can happen to a woman. Lack of progesterone can affect the mood changes, and can give you anxiety, impairment in memory loss. I know that with age, memory sometimes it decreases, but this is more, it kind of like rushes that impairment in memory. Uh, and as I mentioned before in my video, when I testify, women with history of depression are more prone or at higher risk of developing depression during menopause. Perimenopause. I mean, even if you have family history of depression, it can uh, affect or trigger. But mostly, if you had depression in the past, like I did, that's what I was feeling, kind of um, not myself, when I shared my testimony. And I hope you can watch it, and and listen to it. What was I experiencing? More than a week ago, I shared it. So just go into my YouTube channel, and just where it says perimenopause, my testimony, you watch it. So, and I see doctors, I follow doctors, I try to inform myself the more I can, because I saw um, uh, psychologists recommend vitamin D, omega 3D, vitamin D, magnesium before bed, things like that, things that we can take. Um, you know, uh, Nutrition it plays a very important role um, on us, through perimenopause. Our sleep, we have to try to sleep more. Exercise is very important. I started jogging again, so trying to get my back to my routine as I used to before. So, I know gynecologists, psychologists, or psychiatrists also can recommend what is called HRT, which are hormone replacement therapy, and they also recommend antidepressants when you're feeling, down. So it's different things that they recommend. I haven't seen a doctor for that. Um, or taking any medication. You know, like I told you in my last testimony, letting God help me and guide me, and He's been with me. Like I mentioned before, He was with me when I had that depression in 2009. He's with me now in this new season in my life. It's been a challenge with me, for me, but nothing is impossible for Him. You know, my faith in Him, my dependence in Him, it just, you know, complete. He's my more than enough, you know. and I'm and I'm not saying that it's wrong or a sin to seek help. You know, I'm not in your body. I'm not feeling what you're feeling. There's nothing wrong with seeking help and guidance. But first, you know, go to God and ask Him. He will give you the guidance that you need or what steps to take. Okay, so don't feel bad. I was under medication back then, many years ago,